My name is Laura Boswell. I am a printmaker specialising in relief printmaking, and I work with wood and lino. My work deals with figurative landscape, and I choose that as a subject because I'm interested in ideas of space and light and drama, and landscape gives me all of that. As part of my work, I have spent time in Japan and I've studied printmaking over there, and that's had an enormous effect on all the prints that I make, not just the woodblocks using the Japanese technique, but also my Linocut. Cutting is probably my favourite part of the process, but it's also the simplest. For me, the real creativity comes with the printing, because I like to work in many layers of thin colour. I work a lot with transparent inks, and rather like a watercolourist, I often rely on the white paper underneath to bring a brilliance to my prints. You'll notice in the film how I'm fitting my printing paper into little slots on the boards that I'm using. This is the Japanese registration system of Kento, and I'm using it here as the most effective way of fitting the print together. Every print for me is different, and I will use whatever combination of techniques I need to get the result I want for each particular print. Pressure too is a very important component in how I make my work. And you'll notice in the film that I'm printing with a variety of things. I have my big Albion printing press to produce a big sheet of colour for the sky. And then I'm working with a bamboo baron, which I would normally use in the Japanese process, and also a glass baron. And that's so that I can coax different effects out of the print depending on how much pressure I put on the paper. While I often work purely in lino, I am becoming more interested in the idea of combining lino with wood and combining processes. I like to experiment. I like my prints to develop, and for me to find ways of working that are tailored to the image. For me, printmaking is a constant changing process, one of adaptation, problem solving and exploration. I don't want to be doing the same process time and again, so I'm always looking for new ways of doing things. One of the things that I find the most fascinating about printmaking is that things are often not as they seem. In this print, the really, really difficult part was getting that sky, the flat sheet of colour at the beginning. And that tends to take people by surprise because they think the complicated cutting is the hard bit. But sometimes simplicity is just really difficult.